Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. What is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. On his way back from the 20. Headed for the corner, it's Riley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Throwing Russell. He's going to take off. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing Reed. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Russell. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tide ready to roll on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes the grab on the left. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to him. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. To throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Gets it to the back. He's out past the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. Receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They'll run it. It's Riley. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Russell. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Alabama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. A design run for the quarterback. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Motion from the back. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Owens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. With the catch, it's Bussey. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running inside, it's Owens. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Now here's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Keelan Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To throw, it's Russell. He slings it deep to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his fourth interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick. And coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed bringing the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Now here's Reed. Working that wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Russell gets rid of it. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a deep man. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running free. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On target. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Could be an alley. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be changing the route. Keelan Russell. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 8 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Ole Miss. Keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Edwards. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. He's now up to 83 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to him on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Play fake. Marcel Reed starts to scramble to the left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He gets a block. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Throwing Russell. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He's going to run it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Russell. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 30. Inside the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Stepping to the right. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make play.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision.
Makes the grab at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they've got to cap this thing off.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Give to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Under fire. And down he goes.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted, number 19. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Texas A&M going quickly. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Now here's Reed. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Under fire. He throws into the middle of the field. He's got it down the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him.
Unleashes one deep. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. But I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's taking the shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They go play action with Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wideout. Keelan Russell. Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got his man out of the backfield. Could not make his way to the corner. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Throwing Russell. Touchdown, Bama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.